And now, it's time for Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. For the next 2 hours, join Pete Gray, rock cod Rick Maxa, and this week's special expert guest for fishing information, new techniques to catch more fish, and the most current scoop on what's happening in the water. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Yamaha Outboards. Reliability starts here. By Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup. And Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. Get ready for the fastest 2 hours on radio with the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray and rock cod Rick Maxa.
Good morning, anglers, and welcome to Let's Talk Hookup. Man, do we have a great show for you today. As you heard yesterday at Tackle Day, Pete Gray jumped on board the Shogun and is on his way down to Guadalupe Island, so hopefully we'll hear from him later in the show. But, man, you stay tuned, because do we have a great one. Captain Art Taylor of the Searcher is joining us all morning. We're going to be talking fishing, talking fun, and talking to you. You stay tuned. You're listening to Southern California's sport fishing voice. This is Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
You've heard all about it. You know the anglers catching fish have it, so what's holding you back? It's a fact. FishDope.com really does help you catch more fish and burn less fuel. FishDope.com is the only fish finding service with a spotter plane along with a crew of top anglers on the water almost every day that report actual locations and catches. You can get daily catch reports from Point Conception to San Martin Island, 365 days a year. FishDope.com is for everyone, whether you have your own boat, fish on your friend's boat, or a sport boat. FishDope.com has online planning tools, moon phase, tides, hot bite icons, and more. So bottom line is, if you don't have FishDope.com, well, you're probably missing a lot of bites. Membership costs less than $50 of gas, and that's for the entire year. That's right, 1 year. What a bargain. Plus, use the special code to save $20 on a new FishDope.com membership. Check it out today. FishDope.com. Catch more fish, burn less fuel.
For East Cape fishing, Jen Wren is known as the best. This is Mark Rayer. Great service, top quality equipment, including all accurate reels, CalStar rods, and Cimarron electronics, has put my immaculately maintained twin-engine cruisers in a class of their own. For memories of a lifetime, just bring your hat and sunglasses, and we'll provide a fishing experience that will exceed your expectations. Our calendar's filling fast, so don't miss out. For packages, 2 live webcams, a weekly fishery report, and more, check out TeamJenWren.com. We pick up at all East Cape resorts, so let's go fishing.
Here's John Ireland for Rancho Leonero.
You know, the ranch is unique. It's one of the few places in the world where you can still drive ATVs up the beach. We have fishing from the beach. We have dive trips that we run to Pomo in a number of different spots. Kayaking, of course, has been real big. We were one of the first hotels to introduce kayaking. The ranch is small, you know, it's intimate, it's 34 rooms, so everyone gets to know everyone. The old saying, where everyone knows your name. Well, truly at Rancho Leonero, the employees do know pretty darn near all our guests' names. And what's even more interesting is most of the guests know each other's names. Very personal, very intimate, and a special, special environment. 2 miles of beachfront, a mile on either side of the hotel. Rancho Leonero is really the last of the old-style Baja fishing resorts. 1-800-646-2252. 1-800-646-BAJA. And RanchoLeonero.com. I'll personally guarantee your best fishing experience and vacation at Rancho Leonero.
When you put on a pair of Maui Jim sunglasses, the world begins to look different. Colors are more vivid. Contrast is clearer. Details are crisper. Wherever your vision leads you, beauty follows. With polarized lenses that eliminate glare and enhance color, Maui Jim sunglasses won't change the world. They'll change the way you see it. Color, clarity, detail. Maui Jim.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090. Great times, great fishing, and a great day yesterday at Tackle Day. Want to just first thank everybody for coming out and supporting the event. It was just a great one all the way around. So excited. The weather was fantastic, and the sales were even better, and seminars and casting contests and on the fun. So I would just like to start off with thanking everybody who made it out there. We had an awesome day, and our crew at Fisherman Signing Tackle worked their absolute butts off, and I hope everybody got in on some good deals and enjoyed some fun time. And speaking of fun times, excited to talk to the guy sitting across from us. That's Captain Art Taylor from the Searcher. Good morning, Art.
Good morning, Rick. Thanks for having me.
Oh, well, really excited to have you, and what a great time. Not easy to pull you away from the boat, especially this time of year with so much good stuff going on, but we really appreciate you spending the time to come talk some fishing with us.
Yeah, happy to be here. Yeah, it's been the past 6 weeks have been exciting.
No doubt about that. You said something to me that I just a minute ago about, darn near every day of the last month, the boat was sitting at a pretty magical spot in Guadalupe Island, and it has been a pretty amazing season as a whole, especially this late, fall when that island does what it does, produces, trophy opportunity for anglers that you get to take down there. What a cool spot to spend a few weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the whole thing. It's not about quantity; it's about quality. And so you're providing an opportunity for our clients to catch a fish of a lifetime. It's quite a fishery.
And that's how Guadalupe has always been. The first couple of years that there was some access back there have been, and just I'm sure like always, there are times when that fish really gets in there and really wants to bite well, and there are times when quantity is produced, but that island always has been and probably always will be not the place that you go to necessarily super load up, but it is your shot at what often is the biggest yellowfin tuna that a guy could want to catch on a fairly short-ranged trip.
Yeah, and yellowtail too. I mean,
right,
we've had multiple people that get their personal best on yellowtail. Biggest yellowtail they've ever caught, and there's guys that have been coming out on the searcher for 25 or 30 years, and they go to Guadalupe Island and they get their personal best on yellowtail. So that's
no strangers to tuna and yellowtail fishing.
Yeah,
and you get to watch them string the biggest one they've caught.
That's cool. It's been exciting.
No doubt. What were some of the highlights in yellowtail fishing? I mean, I know that you can kind of – one of the cool things about fishing yellowtail and tuna both at Guadalupe is you can catch a giant yellowtail all ways there, in meaning you could catch it on the dropper loop or a fly line or a sinker or a jig. Or how did you see some of those all-time Guadalupe trophies get caught this year? Is it most common where you see the super giant ones all caught this same way?
Fly line, a live sardine, or a mackerel on 80-pound.
80-pound.
Yeah. And have one of those 40-pounders boil on it.
Oh, man.
And so that's pretty exciting stuff. And, guys fishing, 130-pound on the bottom with a 2-pound weight and getting drugged down the rail.
That's so cool.
And the phrase is stay on the boat, But, that's pretty exciting stuff.
That's so rad.
Yeah.
You've been fishing Guadalupe for a few years in your career. Is there ever a time when it's not exciting to see that happen?
No, I mean, it's been,
cool.
It's been a long career, and I've spent multiple trips out there. And, I think that's when you leave the dock and you got a group of people on board, that's the goal, is to take people out there, and it's the whole experience.
Yeah.
And provide an opportunity for them to catch a fish of a lifetime. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, and Guadalupe is that. Guadalupe it's a whole experience thing. I mean, not that any time you leave the dock on the searcher are you not getting experience, because you are. You guys provide such a cool experience every time, even if it's just going off the dock for a one-day offshore trip between your crew and your food and the service that you provide. But with all that said, Guadalupe is a very special place, and it's just an even more unique experience. Maybe is a better way to put it.
Yeah, absolutely. And comparatively, Alejos Rocks is the same way.
Sure,
there's something mystical about those three rocks that just come up out of the ocean 150 miles offshore. There's a mystique about that place. And Guadalupe is comparable to that, yeah.
I was asking you earlier, because we've all heard, the sharks have been, people say, oh, the sharks are really bad this trip or that trip. And I was asking you, I said, oh, so it's been frustrating. And you looked at me and you said, well, I guess maybe you could say that, but not really. I mean, just because it's part of it, I mean, does it suck to lose your big tuna you've been pulling out? Well, of course, it does. You'd love to have that thing on the deck and take a picture with it, but boy, if you're going to lose something, that's a pretty cool way to do it, to get to see what you see down there. And you described it as National Geographic.
It's the whole experience of just being there, And, you'd like to, exactly, land it, hang it on the scale, get a weight, and have the crew gill and gut it, and then put it in the RSW system and have it, sushi grade tuna when you get back to the dock. But it's all encompassing. Just the island itself, the opportunity that it provides, and just everything about that place, including the sharks. I mean, you got there's yellowfin tuna biting, but you have a client that's walking around the deck with a cell phone video, videoing a great white shark that's swimming around the boat. So, it's the whole experience.
Totally it is. Now, with as amazing as Guadalupe was, and you guys have taken really good advantage and still are currently. I know Aaron's en route on another trip right now. That wasn't all about this season. I mean, there was a very good fishing season from good scores of bluefin and fantastic kelp fishing this year. Give us a kind of rundown of how the season was as a whole, because I know, boy, trip after trip, it seemed like every time I'd be working at the shop and I'd see the searcher pull in, there was a parade of fish going from the RSW tank into the carts going up to the top of the dock. It seemed, at least as an overview, of a very good season for the searcher. Yeah,
I would say that, although, we had some challenging trips, too. That was something that I could say about this year was, it was consistently inconsistent.
Yeah, that's fair.
It was challenging. But there was some really good opportunities to catch fish, and that bluefin tuna fishing was remarkable this year again.
Totally.
And we had that, Labor Day, 2 years in a row. Labor Day, the opportunity to catch tuna, a bluefin tuna up to 175 pounds. 40 miles from San Diego is pretty remarkable. And I want to say it was yesterday, Buzz was talking about how, we have this fishery that is so close to home, and we're watching these fish grow up. Yeah. And, that fishing on that 40 to 60 pound fish where you drift all morning long and you've got 3 to 5 going, and and that's 40 miles from San Diego.
Yeah.
So, the opportunity around, Southern California, northern Baja this year was incredible, and we're really, really lucky.
You're not kidding. Anytime you left on a trip on board the Searcher, regardless of length, from a day and a half to a 3-day to a 5, whatever, regardless of length, at any point this year, it certainly didn't mean that it was a guarantee, and it certainly didn't mean that it happened, but you needed to be prepared to catch a fish from 5 pounds to 200 pounds on every single trip, from day one. I mean, from the get-go, that fish was an opportunity. And
absolutely, yeah, it was exciting, without a doubt. And you have, you'd load the people, and you walk around the boat, and you look at the tackle that most people bring, and you have to make a decision. Well, are we going to drive by 200-pound fish that there's a chance for maybe 10 out of the 25 people that are aboard might have a chance to land one, or are you going to go a little bit further south where you can use some tags and get everybody, some action?
Yeah,
and so we were lucky to have those options.
Yeah.
There were plenty of options.
And that can't be an easy decision because, like anybody, of course you want to stand up. Just like you said before, of course you want to stand up and string a big one upside down and flash bulbs and take a picture of a 150-pounder. But at the same time, a lot of these people want to go fishing with, Captain Art and Captain Aaron and Captain Ryan and do some yanking and cranking, and you got to make the decision what's best for the group of people, knowing that if you go trophy hunting, that's what you're doing. And when you go trophy hunting, not every person is going to catch one. Not every person's even going to have a bite or a shot. But
so that was
not an easy decision.
Challenging.
I'll bet.
At times.
I'll bet. Another thing I want to talk about before we get too far along, and we touched on it very briefly, is the crew that you have aboard that boat. And we say it every time you're on here, but I still think you have just the nicest, friendliest, enthusiastic group of people that work with you on that boat. We see it time and time again. I hear it every day at the landing when your boat comes in. For everybody from the number 2 man of Aaron below you all the way down to the newest hire you got, everybody on that boat is so good.
Yeah, thank you. We're really, really lucky. We have a core group of people and guys that have been with us for a while now, and it's it's something that we take a lot of pride in, and customer service. That's what it's all about. You know that in the tackle shop that you got to treat everybody like a gold bar. They're important, and so that's kind of our mission is to take care of the things that we can control, customer service being, the primary thing.
Totally.
And, so we take a lot of pride in that, and they know that from day one when they get on board the boat, how important customer service is, and we're lucky. We have a great crew.
We do.
And so we're doing everything that we can to make sure that they stay, and we're looking forward to, even though this year's winding down, we're looking forward to next year.
I bet. Yeah, that's awesome. It's always fun to watch a crew like yours that has been together for so many years, because things just happen without people talking about it. You see one guy look at the other guy, and he looks at the third guy, and all of a sudden things just start happening, and there's not words. It's very impressive to watch. Whether
we leave. Our blogs are ended. Have a great day, and looking forward to tomorrow. Team Searcher. That's what it's all about. Is that we're a team, right? From Celia and Jen and on the beach in the office to Charlie and Dan in the galley, and we're a team, and so thank you very much. I mean, it's great to get that sort of feedback, and we get it all the time from our clients, and we're going to keep it going.
That's awesome. Well, as you can hear, we've got a great show today. There is so much to talk about with Captain Art, from the Guadalupe that's going on to the local fishing that's going on, and definitely want to talk even about the natural history, because I always find that to be so cool and something that we so rarely get to talk about on the fishing show. But, you want to talk about a wealth of knowledge about marine mammals and dolphins and knot porpoise and whales and all the other things. I so enjoy having Art in here. It's so rare that we get to have somebody with as much knowledge and a lifetime on the water as Captain Art, and we're excited. We're going to have a great show. We want to hear from you. If you want to be a part of Let's Talk Hookup this morning, there's two ways that you can do that. First is with our local line, which is 858 area code 457-1090. Again, 858-457-1090. That's our local number. Or you can reach us on our toll-free line. That toll-free number is 877-792-1090. One more time, 877-792-1090. Not only are we going to be taking your phone calls, not only is this going to be your opportunity to talk to Captain Art, but we are also giving away such a killer prize. One lucky caller at the end of the show today is going to win that AFTCO Horizon waterproof fleece jacket. It is such a nice waterproof fleece from our good friends at AFTCO. It's a $118 waterproof fleece. It's a really, really killer prize, and we want to really thank our friends at AFTCO for giving us the opportunity to give away that killer Horizon fleece. Again, one more shot. If you want to get through, have your shot at that killer product from AFTCO. Have your chance to talk to Captain Art, 858-457-1090 or 877-792-1090. When we come back, we're going to be taking your phone calls. Lots of great information coming your way. You stay tuned. You're listening to Southern California's sport fishing voice. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
XEPRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader.
The home of ESPN Radio.
The mighty 1090.
Everyone likes special treatment, kind of feel like a VIP. Well, that's how our listeners are treated at Poway Valley Collision. I have personally heard of several stories of how well our friends Jim and Mary take care of their customers that we sent them. Poway Valley Collision is worth the drive from anywhere in the Southland. We know you may not need them today, but when accidents happen, it pays to go to Poway Valley Collision. And listen to this. Our listeners get a special discount that can save you hundreds of dollars on your car or truck repair. Just tell them you listen to the show and you get the deal. They work with most insurance companies, including Auto Club, MetLife, Wawanesa, and more. Just bring your car or truck to them and let Poway Valley Collision do the rest. I have had my truck repaired at Poway Valley Collision, and the job was perfect. So get your vehicle fixed right at Poway Valley Collision. Tell them you listen to Let's Talk Hookup, and they'll save you money on your repair. Poway Valley Collision, 14211 Garden Road in Poway. Check PowayValleyCollision.com.
For local and long-range fishing, the Islander out of Fisherman's Landing is a favorite among seasoned or novice anglers. But Islander Charters is much more than great fishing. They also do incredible Guadalupe white shark diving trips as well as a schedule of kayak mothership trips. You need to check out the Islander on their website, islander-charters.com. The Islander is San Diego's leader when it comes to 2 to 5 day fishing. Watch the website for trips and adventures available. Experience the Islander difference. Visit islander-charters.com for all the details.
Have you been looking for a live bait hook that keeps live bait alive? Look no further than Japan's leading fish hook, Gamakatsu. It's the little things that make the difference, and Gamakatsu hooks drive the point home. With an absolute perfect bend and ideal barbs, your bait swims harder and longer. And when you get bit, Gamakatsu hooks bite back with a vengeance. All hooks are not the same. Go with Gamakatsu for infinite success. Gamakatsu, simply the best. Check Gamakatsu.com. What a tuna and yellowtail season last year. Many say the best in 30 years. Could this season be even better? Don't be caught without the right gear. Now is the time to stock up on the trolling lure that proved to be the best. X-Rap Magnum by Rapala. Every X-Rap Magnum runs perfect right out of the box. They all have extreme action and a controlled deep diving aggressive swimming motion. The large diving lip partners with premium VMC hooks and an irresistible rattle. The X-Rap Magnum by Rapala can be trolled at high speeds without rolling or kicking out at depths to 15 feet. Bottom line, the X-Rap Magnum is the ultimate trolling lure for Southern California and Baja saltwater fishing. With a textured translucent body, internal holographic foil, and 3D holographic eye, X-Rap Magnums are irresistible to saltwater game fish. Available in a variety of colors and sizes. No matter what you choose, the fish can't resist X-Rap Magnum by Rapala. Ask your local tackle dealer which is the hottest color and size and start catching more fish. See the entire line at Rapala.com.
It's time for our Power Pro 30-second seminar, and I tell you what, with Power Pro, what I like about it is the knot strength. You tie a knot with Power Pro, whether it be a John Collins knot, an Albright knot, back-to-back uni, they hold and work with Power Pro.
Yeah, the line is just not stiff. It's the perfect amount of round. It has good abrasion resistance, and it's just easier for connections than other types of line out there.
Indeed. Power Pro at your favorite tackle store, or check out PowerPro.com.
The warm weather is here, and our lakes and rivers are brimming. Just remember, if you love California and you love to boat, please wear your life jacket. And make sure everyone with you puts one on, too. Save the ones you love. A message from California State Parks Division of Boating and Waterways.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. Phones are packing up. Again, if you want to get through, best line right now is with our toll-free number. Our local line's all packed up. Toll-free, 877-792-1090. That's your opportunity to get through and give us your phone call. As we said, that the Pete was down, left yesterday right after Tackle Days, literally said goodbye on the radio show, hopped on the boat to go do some fishing, and he's on the line right now, so we're going live to Pete on the Shogun. Good morning, Pete.
Hey, good morning, Ricky. Good morning, Art. How's it going in the studio?
We're going well.
Doing great, having a great time. Phones are getting packed up. We're just getting started and wishing that we were with you and Captain Renee pointing south.
Yep, standing right next to Captain Renee here, and we have the island in sight. We're approaching Guadalupe Island here. Probably be there early afternoon this afternoon. Beautiful, beautiful weather, beautiful crossing, just fantastic. And checking in Ensenada went so smooth that they have it so dialed now. It's really fantastic. And the good news is the fishing reports from the island are fantastic. Royal Star had a great afternoon yesterday there. Royal Polaris had a great afternoon on big yellowfin, a lot of big, over 100-pound yellowfin. So I think we're headed for some great fishing here on the Royal Star. Searcher's right next to us here. I'm sure you know that, Art. And we kind of been traveling together here all night. So we're looking forward to a great day, and we're going to be fishing this afternoon. We'll have at least 3.5 days of fishing here at Guadalupe Island for big yellowfin tuna and yellowtail. And then we come back into port next Friday, and then I'll be on the show next Saturday to tell you all about it. But after yesterday's frenzy at Tackle Day, and trying to get on the boat, do the live broadcast there, that was quite something. And I'm sure the Tackle Day ended quite well, I'm sure, Rick, because it looked like it was absolutely packed.
It was a great one, Pete, yeah, and we sure want to thank you for doing that, because I know it wasn't an easy one. Pete literally turned the microphone off, checked in on the boat, during one of the commercial breaks, ran back, got the microphone back on, then as soon as we said goodbye, basically hopped on the boat and took off. And, yeah, it was a great day, Pete, and we had a lot of fun. And, boy, I sure wish you and all the guys on the Shogun great success, and I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic one.
Yeah, well, the guys on the Shogun, the crew on the Shogun made it easy for me. Jen had me put all my gear in the office. They put all my gear on the boat. All I had to do was get on the boat, and they turned the engines on, and we left. So it was an easy game.
Sounds good.
We loaded up with a beautiful, beautiful load of bait at the Everingham Brothers, too, I might add. Just beautiful, great sardine. And so it's going to be fun fly lining that 100-pound, I'll tell you what, with that sardine that we have. So looking forward to it. I'll give you the full report next Saturday, and continue with the show and have a great show. Thanks, Art, for being there.
All right, Pete.
Absolutely. Hey, Pete, make sure your drag is set correctly, okay?
Okay, what's that mean? Hard? You want it hard? Is it set tight?
Tight, yeah.
And then tighten it up a little bit after
tight.
that.
Yeah.
And hang on.
All right, Roger, Art.
Stay
all right,
on the
thanks
boat.
for that. All right.
All right, Pete,
it.
good luck.
You guys have fun.
Tell the boys we said hi. Appreciate it very much. Thanks for the check-in there. That has been one of definitely the very nice things. If somebody were fishing the island last year versus this year, one of the very nice things is we are blessed with some very, very good bait from that Everingham Brothers this year.
Those guys do a remarkable job, and, that's something that sets San Diego fishing apart from the rest of the globe, is the live bait that we have available for our customers. And those guys do a great job. The guys on the receiver, Henry and Kurt and Jonas, they take good care of us. And, to jump off the boat onto the receiver and look at the bait that's available and say, well, how old is this bait? And they say, oh, it's a week old. So it's been curing for 7 days before you crowd it. And, and then on the trip, we have a siphon on board that we can siphon dead bait off the bottom of the wells or the tanks if need be.
Sure.
And I check the bait myself, or you check with the crew, and do we need to siphon?
Yeah.
Oh, there might be one or two dead baits on the bottom of the well, and the well's got 80 scoops in it.
Yeah.
So it's just
hundreds
phenomenal.
and hundreds of bait swimming around, and
just phenomenal
none.
the job that those guys do, and my hat's off to them. We're really, really lucky to have Everingham,
which is great this year because, as you just mentioned to Pete, fish 80-pound and fish a big hook and fish heavy line, and it takes it's really difficult to do that with a small bait, and we've got this nice big healthy sardine, and it sure makes fly line and big hooks and heavy line a whole lot easier.
Yeah, and I have to point out that the maintenance that they have set up for those receivers now, and the way that they're constructed, and the ability that they have to take the box out of the water right there on the barge and repair it and put it back into service, that the last 2 or 3 years, it's kind of changed things a lot. Whereas
That's good to hear.
in the past, there might be 10 or 15 lids that weren't serviceable, that they couldn't use, and there wasn't time to take it out of the water to get it fixed.
Sure.
And now they can do it right there, and it's, the construction of those things and the material that they're using just makes it all around better for everybody.
And like you say, hats off to those guys, because those are repairs that they have to make on the fly. They get things that that are thrown at them that are different, and then they had all of a sudden they had sea lion issues and they had to combat that, and then they had box issues and they combat that, and those guys. They are the hardest working guys in our industry, and often the unsung heroes. So
yeah,
I'm with you on that for sure. They're like you said it. You said it exactly. They're what sets our fishery apart from everybody else's. Is that when you go and step on board the Searcher, you're going to have the best live bait that's available. Period.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's pretty.
They
special.
do a great job.
No doubt. Hey, we got another special guy on the line. Stephen Moat calling us from CCA San Diego. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning, Rick. Good morning, Art.
Good
really
morning.
great to hear your show today. yesterday was phenomenal. Great fun down there. Really enjoyed it.
Well, I was enjoyed getting to see it. Wish I could have spent more time BSing. We were running around like crazy, but I'm really glad you were able to come down, Stephen.
Thank you, sir. You know, the reason I'm calling in this morning is that we're talking about how nice Art and Celia really are and how their operation is just based on a harmonious relationship. CCA started off in San Diego, and people were somewhat skeptical because the Coastal Conservation Association has a connotation that a lot of people that aren't really aware of what's going on say, oh, yeah, you're the guys that want to take away our fishing. Art and Celia let us use their banner and their reputation to put across our booth at Fred Hall, and that removed all doubt as to what CCA is all about.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, here to that for sure, Stephen.
And, you know, in addition to that, they get involved with the eco tours as well as the fishing, and even in the way they're handling their boat. No more plastic bottles for water, bring your own bottle, receptacles for cigarette butts, little things like that help preserve the ecology. That's putting your money where your mouth is right there.
Yeah, I agree. And you know, you mentioned it too, you know, the family thing that you have with Jen and Celia starting everything off, and everything you guys do is done with a purpose, and it's really, really cool to get to see. I couldn't agree with you more, Steve.
So once again, heartfelt thanks from CCA to Searcher Sport Fishing. You guys really set the bar. A lot of the sport fleet really wasn't behind us. You stepped up in a big way, and this year they were all right there with us.
Thank you very much, Steve.
Right on. Good word, Steve. We appreciate it very much. What's going on with CCA San Diego? Anything that we should be keeping on our mind? Any fun events coming up on the radar?
Well, you know, it's kind of the slow time. We're going into the holidays and those sorts of things. We really kind of focus on the prime season area, getting ready for Fred Hall and all that.
Sure.
But Wayne is just an absolute dynamo. He is attending meetings, meeting after meeting, being with the right people, keeping the awareness there. I mean, one thing that came up was opening day, starting lobster opening day in the morning as opposed to midnight. What a phenomenal change. I couldn't imagine trying to navigate through La Jolla in the middle of the night if opening day would have been at midnight instead of at 6 in the morning. It was an absolute minefield of traps out there, and safety is a huge part of it, and being able to measure your bugs inside the boat instead of having to keep them in the water. Another huge, huge advantage to our sport fishing community.
Yep, no doubt about it. And like I said, it's one of those things that there had to be some give, you know, along with the take, and what a perfect thing to propose. You know, virtually caused, you know, little to no issue from everybody else, but showed that we were willing to work and things like that, and we got to keep all the good stuff that went along with it. Well, Steve, we appreciate it very much. If somebody wants to keep in touch with CCA, like you said, this may be the slow time of year as far as events, but it doesn't mean it's the slow time of year for needing to gather funds and gather support and everything else. And if somebody wants to do that, be a support of CCA, how do we do that?
You can go to ccacalifornia.org. And you can contact Wayne through there, and he can keep you apprised of everything. You can sign up for CCA. It's $30 annual. You get bi-monthly Tide magazine, phenomenal magazine this month. A picture of a redfish on the cover is just mind-blowing. But aside from that, I want to say I will be riding the Searcher next Saturday for the first time, and I am looking so forward to being there and experience the Guadalupe magic. I'm sitting in my office right now. I've got out the carnauba wax this week, and all my rods are polished, and all the reels are ready to go, and I got a fresh load of 80 on my 22 speed yesterday.
Perfect. That
awesome.
Sound like the right rig, Art?
Yeah, 80-pound works.
Well, Steve, I can't wait to hear about it. You're going to have to call us and let us know how your trip goes. Like we said, I'm sure we'll be talking plenty more about it, but it is a very, very special place, and we're excited that you're going to get to see it, and what a better rig to get to do it on than the Searcher.
Thank you, sir, and thank you very much, Art Taylor.
All right, Steve. Appreciate the phone call very much. With that, it's time to go south. We're going to find out what's biting in the Baja and talk to the man. John Ireland from Rancho Leonero is on the phone right now. Buenos dias, John.
Good morning, Rick. Good morning, Art.
How you doing, buddy?
John.
Good. It's beautiful down here now. Nice fall weather. I hear it's hot up there, huh?
It was a really nice day yesterday, yeah.
It's been in the mid-80s here, and cool mornings. It's been nice. The water's still real warm. Water's 84, 85 degrees. Did you guys get the Western Outdoor News Tuna Shootout? Have you guys heard any news on that?
We got a little update from Pat McDonald yesterday. Yeah, sounds like there was just a fantastic run of big fish this year with multiple fish over 300 pounds. And
yeah, 338 was the winner. Our boy Mark on Genren, he had a B9, but he was that was the biggest fish that was in the jackpot. So he walked home with 130K. Not bad for our boy Mark.
That's a good day of fishing.
Not bad. Yeah, they had a number. I don't know how many fish over 200 pounds. They were really whacking them pretty good. They had a good Western Outdoor News did good on that one. Anyway, around here it remains good. The yellowfin bite is consistent. Limits for everybody, 20 to 65 pound fish. They're concentrated, but they're both concentrated off of Pescadero and then south off of Fraley's, off the white cliffs off of there. Lots of them around. This year's better than the last couple of years because we're getting sardine. We've got a lot of sardine now, and that really makes a difference with the yellowfin. So everybody's eliminating on those. Everybody's come in with 1 or 2 20-pound Dorado. Real good marlin fish. Off the bank, off the Larry River bank, with a very good light pressure. Everybody's going after the game. But that's I've never caught 40-degree water, and they're limiting it. It's catching loads and loads of Sierra in the last couple of weeks, and the water, like I say, is 84, 85. The usual stuff.
Well, it looks like we're losing John there. Hopefully we can get a little connection and get back from John there. But certainly sounds like some very good fishing there at Rancho Leonero and a great opportunity to go down to the ranch. And certainly this is a good time of year. I mean, obviously you heard about that great big tuna fishing that they have going on. And in addition to that, just this is such a great time of year for weather to be down there. It's, when we get the funky spans of fall weather down here, you usually get that flat, warm, nice, great fishing. So, John, if you can still hear us, we sure appreciate the report. And if somebody wants to go down to Rancho Leonero, certainly easy to find. Hop on the website or just go to at rancholeonero.com or 800-22. I'm going to have to look up 2252, I know, is their Baja, but I'll get you the number for sure. But rancholeonero.com certainly get you in touch with phone numbers and your opportunity to go fishing at the ranch, and one of the most beautiful spots in the world for sure. Hey, let's jump into the phones, get things started off this morning with Dan, who's calling us from Encinitas. Dan, good morning, and thanks for joining us here on Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, morning, guys. Thanks for taking my call. First question for Art, are there staterooms or are they bunks?
It's all air-conditioned cabins and primarily two-person rooms.
All right, awesome.
Uh-huh.
And summer prime time, like if I wanted to do a charter, is that possible?
Absolutely, yeah. You can get a hold of myself or Celia in the office there tomorrow morning or Tuesday morning there, and we'd love to talk to you about getting your group out.
Right on. All right, thanks.
Do you, does that, very
Thank
much
you.
appreciate the call, Dan. Thanks very much for that. How often does that happen, Art, where you have, groups, charter the entire boat on the Searcher? I mean, is it something that is commonly done or easy to do? I mean,
yeah, we have multiple charters each year, and so it's something that is available, and you can take an existing trip that's on the 2018 schedule, and
sure.
And if you got a group of 25 people and there's a 3-day trip that's on the schedule that meets your schedule, and we can arrange for pricing, and
that's awesome,
and get your group out there without a doubt.
And what a fun way to do it. He mentioned the accommodations. I can vouch for that too. So comfortable. Obviously, with the you having your own cabins on the boat, and then also the food that's provided on the boat. You guys do such a good job with. It's just a next level of fishing. If you haven't experienced going on the Searcher, you really owe it to yourself to do so.
Yeah, it's all about fresh ingredients, and Charlie is, he's got a degree in the culinary arts, and he just is a fantastic chef, and he and Dan are a great team, and the accommodations, we've done some changes in the last few years and made bunks bigger and put new bunk pads in to make things a little bit more comfortable, and so we're always doing something to try to improve the accommodations, and they're air conditioned. The galley is air conditioned, and like I say, two passengers per room, and they're not there's not a lot of room in them, but you're not spending time in your cabin, right? You're storing your gear, and it's a place to sleep, and it's comfortable because it's air conditioned, and there's 110 volts, and there's a freshwater basin down there, so you can brush your teeth in the morning and at night, and so it serves the purpose, and it's comfortable.
We get that question a lot about outlets in the rooms. If a guy has a CPAP machine or things of that nature, that's all accommodated.
Absolutely,
in all the cabins. That's cool.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, Dan, I hope that answers your question for you. Appreciate the phone call. How about next up, we talk to Mike, who's calling us from San Carlos. Good morning, Mike. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Oh, hey, guys.
What's up, Mike?
It's Mike, your expert novice. So my question is one, but it's kind of 3 parts. How does it work with the moon, the tide, and the atmospheric pressure when you think it's going to be a good time to fish, as in it's been really hot and now it's getting cold, or the moon or the tide, and you're going to go on a day and a half or whatever?
Well, there are times in, where the moon affects fishing. And there are people that, they set their trip up based on the moon phase. And, yes, sometimes it has a positive effect, sometimes it has a negative effect, but what we like to say is you pick the date that meets your schedule, and don't worry about what the moon phase is. If you're going on a day and a half to a 7-day trip, whatever the case may be, hopefully you have enough time in your trip that we're going to find something to work on.
No doubt.
And I think that obviously the tide and current we look at a lot, and we don't care which way the current's going as long as there is some, because when the current runs, then the majority of the time it affects the fishing positively.
Right.
And so if you have no current, then a lot of times the fish don't bite.
And there is no prediction of current.
No, there really isn't. Generally, you have a 6-hour time frame there where it goes from high to low, and then you have slack, and then back up to high, and so that affects fishing. If you're fishing in the bay,
of course,
if sometimes the slack tide is the time to go, or incoming. So if you're fishing coastal, then tide affects it. When you're fishing offshore, tide generally doesn't affect it that much, but moon phase can. So there's a lot of variables.
Sure. And I guarantee you, in Art's career, you have had phenomenal trips and stinker trips on all phases of moon.
Absolutely.
Guaranteed. And if we always say the moon is the most perfect excuse if you didn't catch them. If you caught them, well, it's because I'm the man. Of course we caught them. I've set us up to where we should have, but the moon is just a great excuse when things didn't work out. If the moon was full, of course we would have caught, or we didn't catch because it was full, But you said it the best. When you go fishing, whether it be on the Searcher or any boat in that long-range fleet, you are fishing with a select few of the very best people in the entire world to put you on those fish. And you got to go when it's comfortable and convenient to go, and just know that you're going to get the very best of what's available at the time that you have to go.
Absolutely. Just don't worry about that sort of stuff. Pick the time that meets your schedule,
right,
and book a trip and go, and you're going to have a chance to catch something.
Mike, appreciate the phone call very much. Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. More of your phone calls, more great questions. We're also going to check in with the catch report. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
Alaska's Katmai Lodge is a world-class wilderness fishing paradise on the banks of the famed Alagnak River. You'll fish for all 5 species of Pacific salmon, king, sockeye, chum, coho, and on even years, pinks, plus trophy-sized rainbow trout, Arctic grayling, and Dolly Varden, both in the Alagnak and the nearby waters. Katmai Lodge's U.S. Coast Guard and CPR certified guides are fishing fanatics and know how to help you reel them in. They are exceptional teachers and ensure you have days that are fish-filled chilled and fun with freshly prepared snacks and barbecued lunches on the river. Back at the lodge, there are fireside appetizers and refreshments each afternoon, as well as fresh, delicious meals prepared by their exceptional chef. Elevate your visit with a quick fly-out trip to Brooks Falls in Katmai National Park for world-renowned bear watching. For the best fishing adventure ever, visit katmai.com. That's KATMAI.com. Don't be the last to get one, especially now. The all-new Brutus Max Torque from Ace Line Hauler. You can catch more lobster and pull deeper with the Ace Line Hauler. It's faster and stronger, so you can get those bugs in the boat. Easy to store and low power draw. The Ace Line Hauler is the highest quality and certainly the best on the market. Just ask a friend who has one. Get the new Brutus Max Torque by Ace Line Hauler today. Buy now at acelinehauler.com or your local tackle shop. When bad weather and rough seas send other boats back to the dock, Seakeeper allows you to fish longer and fish harder, even in the roughest conditions. Don't believe it? Just ask those that have put them on their boat, like Captain Pete Grosbeck and other professionals. Fishing in the trough with Seakeeper basically eliminates the trough. Seakeeper's newest offering, the Seakeeper 3, is optimized to eliminate up to 95% of boat roll on boats between 30 and 39 feet. Even better, this gyro is so small it can fit inside a customized leaning post and operate on your current battery system, making installation fast and easy. Watch for new product coming soon. The Seakeeper for boats. Think about it. Eliminate up to 95% of boat roll on your boat. That is amazing. To learn more about how Seakeeper can change your life on the water and to schedule your free demo, go to Seakeeper.com. Take a ride, be amazed. Seakeeper.
Who's going to be more successful? The guy with a state-of-the-art fish finder and the latest sonar technology? Or the guy who wastes time looking for fish the old-fashioned way? Smart fishermen know how to embrace technology. And no one understands technology better than your San Diego County Ford dealer. The new F-150 is the only truck available with Pro Trailer Backup Assist. The most advanced, most efficient way to back a trailer ever. It's just one of many high-tech features you won't find on any other truck. Ford is also the only brand available with EcoBoost, a twin turbocharged engine that offers impressive fuel economy without sacrificing power. In other words, Ford trucks just flat out work smarter. So whether you're on the road or on the water, don't let technology pass you by. Come in now and get a clearance price on a new high-tech 2017 F-Series pickup. Visit your nearest San Diego County Ford dealer today. Ford. That's California smart. Learn more at buyfordnow.com.
XEPRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader.
The home of ESPN Radio.
The mighty 1090.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090. Phones are packed up. Literally only one line open at each of our phone numbers. We got one local line. That's 858 area code 457-1090, and we have one of our toll-free numbers. That one's 877-792-1090. As we said before, we're going to jump into the catch report. But before we do that, we got a guy who's always on the fish on the line and always into having a good time. And I will tell you that this is an excellent example is if you run a good operation. It's a guy like this wants to spend some time going fishing with you. And that's the man, Jack Nielsen from Accurate's on the line right now. What's up, Jack?
Hey, good morning. Just wanted to say hello to Art and thank him for the really excellent relationship that Accurate and the Searcher have developed over the years. We run a program called Hook and Hand, and Gary Gillingham, one of our guys, mainly
great
runs
guy.
Great guy. He's really an excellent fisherman. Hitting on all cylinders, actually. We appreciate Gary, and I know that Art does too. But we run probably 4, 5 maybe trips a year on the Searcher, and Accurate brings all types of gear for people to try and use. And the Searcher's become my 5-day or less choice in San Diego boats. I'm leaving Tuesday on this Red Rooster for an 80-day trip, but when it's 5 days or less, I'm on the Searcher.
Yeah.
But I want to let Art know how much we appreciate our relationship.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nielsen. We appreciate the support that you give us. You know, when Gary comes out and he's got two $300 to $500 reels to give away to jackpot winners. Or last trip that he was on, the first fish that hit the deck that was over 100 pounds got an accurate reel. And
man, so, that's right.
It's a $400 2-speed reel, and it's a precision product that we're really, really grateful for your support, and thank you very much, Jack.
Yeah, we had a great trip to Guadalupe too. Gary was I think it was a 7-day, and he got a nice fish himself. But Gary's the hook and hand guy,
He is.
That guy gets hooked like I've seen very few guys. I don't know how he does it, but he'll be up on the bow all by himself, and then walks down the rail, and he has a passenger having such a great day. Yeah, you want to try this one?
That's so cool.
You go.
Well, he did a great job at Tackle Day yesterday too. A great representative of Accurate Jack, and like you say, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, you hear person after person talking about all these accolades about the Searcher, and they're saying it for a reason.
Right. Okay, listen, you got things to do other than talk to me, but thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you, Jack.
Jack, great to hear from you, buddy. Appreciate that as always. And you're right, we got guys standing by because it's time for the Catchport. Today, the Catchport sponsored part by Terrafin. Sea surface temperature charts. Focus your offshore fishing in the best areas by using Terrafin charts. Temperature, chlorophyll, and more. Terrafin is the professional's choice for dependability and accuracy. And now with Terrafin Mobile, you can download the latest charts to your iPad, your iPhone, or your Android device. Check Terrafin.com for more information. And Art, I'm sure you could back that up. Wouldn't even think about going offshore without the latest water chart, on
absolutely.
Offshore
we download a few maps every time we're at the dock, and SAC provided us with the tablet to do the electronic fish and game logs, and we also send that information to Mexico, to Conapesca. And, we use that for weather and Terrafin maps, so that we got the tablet right there.
That's awesome.
We download those maps to, so we know where to go and we know where not to go. That's something that is very, very helpful.
Very inexpensive and fantastic information. Again, Terrafin. For more information, check out Terrafin.com. And let's start off our Catchport up at Dana War Sport Fishing. Talk to the man, Captain Brian Woolley's on the line. What's up, Woolley?
Hey, good morning, guys. What's happening?
We're doing great, buddy. Thanks for hanging in there with us.
Hey, no worries. Gosh, man, we had a fun week of fall fishing up here. This weather this week was killer. We had some fun days for sure. The big stuff for us here, we've just seen tons of this quality bonito up here, and it wants to bite. It's a good, fun grade of fish, too, ranging in size, I'd say, from like 4 to 8 pounds, which is just bodes perfect for local half and 3/4 day fish. Multiple ways of getting the boat stopped this week, too, on this stuff, from them climbing on troll jigs, breezers, sonar marks. It's all been in play for us. I'd say the people fishing the surface iron and the Cold Sniper jigs, they've had the advantage over the bait fishermen this week, only because I think they can make a little bit longer casts. But certainly we had tons and tons of fish on the live sardine. But yesterday's morning half day, I had 45 guys on the boat, and it was full-on pandemonium, as you can imagine, on just ripper on
That's so cool.
Stuff. So it's made for some super fun fishing on both our half and 3/4 trips for sure. And it's been nice, too, I'll tell you, to give some of that rockfish a break. Landing-wise, we had our first halibut drift trip on Friday. Had that trip on the Sump Fund, and we ended our day with 9 nice halibut, ranging in size from like 5 to 17 pounds. Lost a couple nice ones. Gosh, one in particular, we're at that nightmarish halibut surface head shake game right at Gap.
Oh.
That thing, did its deal and busted off. But super stoked to get some names on that Derby leaderboard. Shane Manser's out there today with the boat, so he's hopefully going to get some more names on that Derby leaderboard as well by the end of the day. So we'll kind of see how that plays out. So that's kind of it from us. Good local fishing right now. We'll take advantage of it as long as we can. So we've got 3/4 day trips and half day trips every single day. 3/4 day leaves at 6, half day leaves at 10 during the week. So call the office. Our number here is 949-496-5794. Of course, you can do the savvy thing and book online, DanaWharf.com. And then, like I talk every week, use that discount code.
Yeah.
You can find a little Dana Wharf banner ad, 25% on a local trip.
And that's on Let'sTalkHookup.com or Hookup1090.com. Brian, it sounds like really good and really fun bonita fishing. What's the right rig if somebody was going to take advantage of that with you? You talked about guys may be doing a little better with the Colt Sniper or the small, dart style jigs like that? Is it heavy bass gear? Is it a surface iron type rod? What would be the ideal outfit if somebody was going to come in and take advantage of that crazy good bonita fishing you guys have been having?
The guys that were fishing like the 400 size reels, like a Alexa or something, fished on like a medium heavy rod, 50-pound braid, 25-pound, fluoro leader. Perfect.
Little Tranks 400, and
even
way
that,
you go.
Perfect.
Good deal.
Yep, dialed.
Well, Willie, sounds like really fun fishing and really good time. And when those bonita get going, man, that is some really, really fun times, especially local fishing on a half-day trip.
It's been fun, so we'll ride it out as long as we can.
Sounds good to us. Willie, great job. Appreciate it. Great report, and we'll look forward to talking to you next week.
All right, guys, thanks.
All right, appreciate that. Well, while we're waiting for Gundy Gunderson to roll in, that's going to temporarily round up our catch report, which, again, is sponsored in part by surffishtackle.com, where you'll find all the gear that you need to help catch fish at the beach. Again, that's surffishtackle.com. Phones are absolutely packed up. We're going to jump right back into them. This time we're going to talk to Sean, calling us from Santa Barbara this morning. Hi, Sean. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning. I just have a kind of a multifaceted white shark question. And also, Art, I fished on your boat many years ago. Went to Guadalupe Island, and it's an excellent boat and crew, and really enjoyed it. But my question is, how many white sharks do they estimate around that island, and do those sharks migrate, or do they stay there? And what's strange, I've been going there the last couple of years in September, and it seems like we have one large shark and one small shark around the boat each time. What's the likelihood of having the exact same shark, or is that just a coincidence?
Some great questions.
They definitely migrate, so they're not there all year. So there's been, tagging studies done, and those things, go offshore and go out towards Hawaii and then come back. And so they're migratory, without a doubt. As far as the numbers, I don't think they really know. I think that there's a lot of sharks.
There's no shortage of them?
There's a lot of sharks. And, if you go, I guarantee you, from week to week we go back and fish and see the same sharks.
Okay.
Multiple times.
Maybe a distinguishing mark or something where you know, like, okay,
absolutely.
that's that one.
And so, if you're going in September, the likelihood of seeing the same shark is definitely a possibility. And as far as one large and one small, that's probably just coincidence that's what's happening. And you're just seeing the ones that are close to the surface. You're not seeing the ones that we see on the fathom meter that are down there at 30 fathom.
Oh, no kidding.
And so, there's a lot of them. And, John Conniff that has the Islander does those cage diving trips out there, and they're focused on the North Bay, the north end of the island, and he talks about seeing 25 or 30 different sharks in a 3-day period.
What? No way! I wouldn't have thought that.
There's a lot of them. Yeah, and
again,
there's really no way to know exactly how many, but there's a lot of sharks.
That's cool. That answer your questions for you, Sean?
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, appreciate it very
Welcome.
much. You got it. Thanks a lot for the phone call. How about next up, we talk to Bruce. Bruce is calling us from Lemon Grove. Good morning, Bruce. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Great event yesterday. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, well, I'm glad you made it, Bruce. We had a great time getting to put it on. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, my question is for the captain. You ever been in the cage?
We were kind of on the ground floor of the whole cage diving thing, 10 or 12 years ago now. And so we did several of those great white shark cage diving trips on the Searcher. And so, yes, I have been in the cage multiple times, and they are magnificent animals. They are, they're the apex predator.
The one.
And they're just phenomenal. If you if you have the opportunity, you can call Islander Charters, and they do cage diving starting about, I want to say, the middle of September through the end of November. So they have, a dozen trips a year that go there. And John does a great job, and they have a great setup on the boat. And if you're interested in that, then it's something that you should, if it's a bucket list thing, and you should do. It's a very cool thing to get in the water for an hour and hang out down there in the cage with a great white shark. It's awesome.
Just to be a person that spent their lifetime on the water, that you can't help but think that those types of things are cool, and then to get to be face to face and under the water with it. I mean, it doesn't matter how many times you've been fishing or whatever. Like, when you're on the boat, if you see a predator like that, like a mako shark is one of those things. Like, every time I see a mako, I always just like, wow, that thing is. If it's near the boat and swimming, you can see a blue shark 20 times in a row and just think it's some donkey thing moving around. But then all of a sudden you see a mako come through and how they glide through the water and so killer looking. To get to be in the water to see that and have it be a white shark and have the thing be 18 feet long. I mean, what a thing. If you're somebody that's into the outdoors and into our game, like you said,
you're into the ocean and wildlife, then those cage diving trips are phenomenal. Yeah.
Well said. All right, Bruce, appreciate the phone call very much. Hey, when we come back, we have another full hour of Let's Talk Hookup coming your way and a big block of your phone calls. You stay tuned. You're listening to Southern California's sport fishing voice. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
I got my line. Are you feeling that itch to get out on the water? Come fishing on the American Angler and reacquaint yourself with some familiar faces and make new friends. Captain owners Brian Kiyohara and Sam Patella take pride in every aspect of the American Angler operation, from their loyal and trusted crew to the sashimi-grade fresh fish you'll take home. It's easy to find a vacation that fits your schedule. We have everything from day-and-a-half to 10-day trips and longer. Call me at the office, 619-223-5414, or check us out at AmericanAnglerSportFishing.com. We want you to become a part of the American Angler family.
Here's John Ireland for Rancho Leonero.
Rancho Leonero was awarded the Certificate of Excellence from TripAdvisor for 4 straight years. Especially interesting, most hotels are just hotels, and most people stay in the hotel and go do their activities elsewhere. Rancho Leonero, of course, provides fishing, diving, all activities, all meals, your whole vacation. So the fact that we're so highly rated, we're very proud of it. From picking you up at the airport to dropping you off, literally everything is turnkey from there. We make it as easy as we can for you at the ranch. From your meals to whether you're going to go fishing or diving or just hang out by the pool. When you're coming to Rancho Leonero, you are coming to John Ireland's home. I guarantee the best fishing vacation experience in all of Baja. That's unique. There's nowhere that I could think of to get the same experience that you get at Rancho Leonero. Our new reservation phone number is 800-646-2252, 646-BAJA, and RanchoLeonero.com. It's really unique. It is. We're very proud of it.
When it comes to catching big bluefin tuna in local waters, Shimano has the gear proven to land the big ones. You already know the hot jig is the Shimano Butterfly Flatfall Jig, and when you match that with the right tackle system, it makes this great jig even more effective. We suggest you grab a Tranx 500 HG and fill it with 80-pound Power Pro Max Quattro. Max Quattro is 25% thinner, which means 25% more line capacity when you hook that giant. Match your new setup with a Therese 70H, and you have the power to put the wood to that big bluefin tuna. The Tranx 500 HG has the cranking power you need, and with the level wind, you concentrate on fishing your Shimano flatfall and leave the line control to the Tranx reel. Hundreds of big fish have been caught on the flatfall, and when you add the Power Pro Max Quattro Tranx Therese combo, you'll take your fishing to the next level. See your local dealer or check Shimano.com for all the details.
XEPRS 1090 AM Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader. The home of ESPN Radio. The mighty 1090.
For decades, the Kona Kai has been considered San Diego's premier marina, resort, and spa. Now, with millions of dollars in upgrades, the Kona Kai Resort is a destination for travelers worldwide who can live it every day. The docks and services are the finest quality in San Diego, and the Kona Kai is the closest marina to the open ocean. As a marina tenant, you enjoy many benefits, including secured free parking, a deluxe health club, swimming pool, and more. Enjoy discounts at their restaurant, bar, and hotel. If you don't have a boat, there are membership memberships available at a very affordable price. The Kona Kai Club has been offering members a home away from home since 1953. Members can spend their days on Kona Kai's private beach, meet new people in the club's modern lounge, share a meal with family at Bessel Restaurant and Bar, or pamper themselves in Spa Terra. Check out ResortKonakai.com on the web for more information, to reserve a slip, or inquire about joining the club. The Kona Resort, like being on vacation every day in your own backyard.
Fisherman's Landing is the top choice in local and long-range fishing. Hi, this is Doug Kern. Our hard-working crew is always looking for ways to improve your fishing experience. We offer the finest open party trips from 1 to 3 days, the best charter boats available, and of course, our world-renowned long-range fleet is second to none. We are proud to say Fisherman's Landing is now a full-service sport fishing operation, offering half-day trips on the Dolphin, and now, for the first time in the long history of Fisherman's Landing, we have 3-quarter-day open party trips on the Liberty. We built the Liberty specifically to offer a better experience. Run by veteran captain Taro Takeuchi, the 85-foot Liberty is the first open party 3-quarter-day boat to offer bunks for your comfort. She also has huge bait capacity and RSW fish holds to keep your catch fresh. Plus, Liberty has a big galley and 2 interior heads with showers. Our open party trips from half-day, 3-quarter-day, or 1 to 3 day trips can be easily booked online at fishermanslanding.com or give us a call at 619-221-8500. I'll see you at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego.
Who's going to be more successful? The guy with a state-of-the-art fish finder and the latest sonar technology, or the guy who wastes time looking for fish the old-fashioned way? Smart fishermen know how to embrace technology, and no one understands technology better than your San Diego County Ford dealer. The new F-150 is the only truck available with Pro Trailer Backup Assist, the most advanced, most efficient way to back a trailer ever. It's just one of many high-tech features you won't find on any other truck. Ford is also the only brand available with EcoBoost, a twin turbocharged engine that offers impressive fuel economy without sacrificing power. In other words, Ford trucks just flat out work smarter. So whether you're on the road or on the water, don't let technology pass you by. Come in now and get a clearance price on a new high-tech 2017 F-Series pickup. Visit your nearest San Diego County Ford dealer today. Ford, that's California smart. Learn more at buyfordnow.com.